Aiso Alwan Haq and Aisa Mansur. Please, everybody who hasn't changed your name as it should be, can you please change it now? So it's gonna be Tovel underscore your name. I'm gonna write the examples. Oh no, I don't think I could. Okay. Okay, can everyone see my name? Please change your name as I do to my name. Okay. As right now, the one who turned on the video is only Aisa Mansur and Karlin. Hello. How are you today?
I'm good.
Okay, thank you. For the rest, please, would you mind to turn on your video so that we can do a chit chat more interactively? Okay, I think I'm gonna help you guys by translating what I say. Untuk yang namanya belum diganti menjadi yang Miss umumkan di WhatsApp, can you please change it, please? Ada Teresia, terus siapa nih? Oh, baru hanya Teresia ternyata yang belum mengganti. Teresia, would you like to change your name into Tovel underscore your own name, Teresia? Ya, nah untuk yang belum menyalakan videonya, boleh nggak kalau dinyalain video so that we can chit chat to each other by looking at your beautiful and handsome faces. All right. Okay, so before I start today's session, can you please confirm if my voice is audible, everyone? Am I audible?
Yes,
Maybe.
Miss.
Okay, good.
Yes, it is very clear.
Okay, very good. So I would like to welcome all of you for like being selected into this program, Tuval Masterclass. So actually, I would like to share a story first before we got our first meetings topic. So before that, I would like to tell you about the history of this program, Tuval Masterclass. So as you see in the corner, in the left corner, there are several brands or logos like PPG Pejabatan and then Unika Atmajaya and also CVO itself. So I am one of the CVO member actually. And me and my friends, we got the scholarships, the teacher certification from Ministry of Education and Culture atau Kemenristek Dikti gitu ya. Kami mendapat beasiswa sertifikasi guru gitu atau yang sekarang disebut PPG. Nah, PPG itu ada dua teman-teman, ada yang namanya PPG dalam jabatan, ada yang namanya PPG prajabatan. Nah, saya dan teman-teman menerima beasiswa di PPG prajabatan ini. Where is it? So our scholarships located in or like working together, merge together with one of the university in Jakarta, yaitu Unika Atmajaya, located in Ben Hill atau di Bendungan Hilir di Jakarta Selatan. Okay, and so I tried to contact Zelki as our CEO, as our president, so that we could, create some work together, and we come up with this idea. Ternyata kita setuju di ide ini, yaitu Tuval Masterclass. Dan insya Allah untuk 12 meeting ke depan, we are going to discuss about several topics that is done atau that will be done when you do TOEFL, especially in structures and written expressions. Jadi khusus untuk structure dan written expression saja untuk sejauh ini. Mungkin next we're gonna make it with listening or maybe reading or even speaking. Hopefully. Ya, tapi untuk sekarang kita hanya fokus di structure and written expression saja. Oke, next. So before we start, I would like to tell you about several things. Salah satunya adalah class agreement dan juga our schedule. Untuk 12 meeting itu schedule-nya kapan aja sih gitu. Oke. Okay, great. So semuanya bisa lihat screen-nya kan ya? Everyone can see the screen?
Bisa.
Yes.
Okay, great. So as you can read, we have the class agreement here. First is about the names, the username that you need to have shown in your profile pictures on Zoom. So hopefully for the next meetings, ini nggak perlu diingetin lagi. So ketika datang, you need to show yourself as Tobel underscore your name. Because we're going to take some pictures and etc. to document our session. And then, apakah ada toleransi keterlambatan? Yes. Kenapa? Because our program is free. Karena kemarin sempat ada beberapa yang tanya ke aku ya ini programnya free atau enggak, atau berbayar dan lain sebagainya. Ya, program ini akan 100% free. Insya Allah teman-teman nggak akan dimintain apapun gitu ya. So, karena itu, we are asking your, integrity to support our program so that it will be done as it is gitu. Sehingga kita menentukan bahwa keterlambatan akan ditoleransi sampai 20 menit gitu. Setelah itu, we are not going to allow you to come to the class. Karena itu kayak it will be like a little bit useless gitu ya. Terus next, I really hope that everyone who joined to this session could do the camera on, could put your camera on so that the communication will be done interactively dan aku juga bisa lihat muka kalian, kalian juga bisa lihat muka aku gitu. So it's gonna be better. Of course. Lalu number 4, if you leave before the class ended, you will be considered as absent. So hopefully, because we're only having like 12 meetings in this session, in this program. So I really hope that you could come every sessions with full sessions, with full hours gitu ya. Namun, if I think we already shared this information earlier bahwa semua peserta akan mendapatkan sertifikat jika memenuhi persyaratan yaitu datang dalam sesi minimal 10 kali dari total 12 sesi gitu. Sehingga kalau misalnya ada 1 atau 2 maksimal sesi yang nggak bisa ikut secara full atau nggak bisa ikut sama sekali itu masih dapat diampuni gitu ya, Cela. So we are still going to try to provide you the certificate gitu. Lalu sertifikat apa nih? Karena I need to tell you briefly about the certificate because I don't want you to like misunderstood about this part, this certificate. Sertifikat ini bukan sertifikat TOEFL yang diberikan oleh ITS ya, bukan sertifikat legal yang bisa digunakan untuk S2 di luar negeri, let's say. Bukan, tapi ini adalah sertifikat partisipasi gitu. So we are going to tell you, insya Allah sertifikat ini akan ditandatangani langsung dengan 2 pihak, yaitu pihak dari Unika Atmajaya atau Universitas Atmajaya dan juga dari Civio gitu. As the community yang kita sedang bekerja bersama saat ini gitu ya. So I think that's all for the class agreement. Can you guys deal with this? Or is it problematic? Atau ada yang mau disanggah?
Okay, Miss. I agree.
Okay, understood. Yes. Okay, thank you so much for your answers. Okay, we can go next. So now let's go to your schedule. Okay, great. So kalian bisa take a screenshot for this schedule ya. Insya Allah tanggal-tanggal ini akan seperti yang kalian lihat. Dan sejauh ini kita masih akan stay di jam 9 ya, karena sekarang masih Ramadan dan teman-teman, kita menghargai teman-teman yang muslim yang kemungkinan memang sedang masih melaksanakan tarawih di sebelum jam 9, sehingga kita kalau lewat dari jam 9 juga kayaknya kemalaman gitu ya. So we try to start the program at 9 p.m. gitu. With this material. Mungkin kalian bisa take a screenshot dulu. Okay. So our next, if you can see our next session atau session yang kedua akan ada di March 28 on Tuesday. Okay, guys, maybe next. Oke, ini juga ya, ini bisa di screenshot, ada, wait. Ada pertemuan 7 sampai 12, so insya Allah ini akan berakhir di May 4th atau di tanggal 4 Mei hari Kamis gitu ya, with our last topic, ya itu adalah repeated meaning. Okay, I think that's all for additional informations. I will give the next sessions to our amazing teacher, Ms. Faiza. Please welcome, time is yours.
Okay, Miss Hani, thank you. I think before we going to our lesson today, I see Jimmy. Jimmy is raising his hand.
Thank you, Miss, for notice my notification. So I would like to say that I can't, I'm not able to on my camera because I'm on my way. I'm in the car to go somewhere, and it will takes 1.5 hours. So I do apologize for it. Is it okay, Miss?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
it's
Thank you
okay,
so much,
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Hopefully for the next sessions, you will be able to turn your camera on. Okay.
Yep,
Thank
I do. Yeah, thank you, Miss. Thank you so much.
Okay, guys. Are you ready to start the lesson tonight? But before we are going to our material tonight, let me introduce my name first. You can call me Miss Faiza, as the full name is Siti Nur Faiza, but you can call me Miss Faiza atau Miss Fai. Okay, so in the slide also there is the number of my WhatsApp and the email, as you want to ask anything or you can discuss about the material or anything, you can contact me. Don't hesitate to contact me. Okay. So guys, for the first meeting is about the basic concept first. The basic concept for the structure and the written expression. As explained by Hani, that the schedule is different, and for the material is divided into 12 material, and the first material is about the basic concept. Okay. Okay, next, please. Yeah. As we know that for the twofold structure and written expression, there is the material that about a concept of general sentence pattern atau yang struktur dasar ya dari kalimat yang untuk TOEFL. Okay, so guys, before we start our material today, is it okay if I explain the material using English and Indonesian or full? Is it okay if I mix Indonesian and English?
Yes, I think
Yes,
it's
please.
a
Okay,
good
Miss.
idea, Miss.
It's fine for me.
Oke, jadi nanti penjelasan untuk materialnya Miss akan mix ya, dicampur Indonesian and English. Oke, thank you guys. Okay, for the first slide, you can see on the screen that there is a basic sentence pattern. Pattern is about subject plus predicate and object or complement. Jadi untuk yang basic pertama kali dipelajari dalam structure and written expression itu ada rumus dasar dari kalimat bahasa Inggris. Ini hal yang general ya, seperti bahasa Indonesia pun terdapat subjek, predikat, objek maupun complement. For the subject you can see, for the subject is included noun, pronoun, and noun phrase. Jadi untuk subjek ini bisa termasuk dari noun, bisa menggunakan noun, pronoun, dan noun phrase. Noun tersebut bisa seperti box, dog, woman, man, dan lain-lain. Jadi untuk yang subjek itu bisa berupa noun, berupa kata ganti pronoun, you, we, they, he, she, it, dan berupa noun phrase atau frasa kata benda seperti my shoes, the red head, the boxes, dan lain sebagainya. Oke, next please. Oke, as for the predicate as usual you can use by the verb, if it the verb 1 or the verb 2. Jadi untuk yang predikat ini kita bisa menggunakan verb 1 atau verb 2, kata kerja bentuk pertama atau kedua. Kemudian you can also use to be. To be is are, and was, were. Jadi bisa juga predikatnya itu berupa to be. To be is are, was, were. Kemudian you can also add the predicate have, has, or had. But usually when you use have, has, or had, you can follow the have, has, or had by verb 3 or been plus verb 3. Jadi ketika kalian itu misalkan dalam predikat itu kan ada have, has, had, itu biasanya bisa diikuti untuk verb 3 kalau misalkan bentuk kalimatnya itu past participle atau present perfect atau past perfect. Oke. Tapi kalau misalkan have, has, atau had-nya itu berupa kata kerja, kan ada ya yang have, has itu berupa kata kerja. Itu hanya kata kerja saja, jadi tidak ada tambahan di belakangnya itu berupa verb 3. Nah, untuk yang pertama itu ada to be is are, itu ada bisa juga ditambahkan dengan verb 3. Verb 3, kata kerja bentuk ketiga itu jika kalimat yang dibuat itu adalah kalimat pasif. Kemudian jika kalimat yang digunakan itu adalah present continuous, predikatnya yaitu berupa to be plus verb ing. Jadi present continuous seperti yang telah dipelajari when we were in junior high school or senior high school, itu ada yang to be terus plus verb ing. Itu masuknya adalah ke predikat. Oke, lanjut kemudian untuk yang had been plus verb 3, itu bentuk partisipalnya atau bentuk dari pasifnya untuk kalimat pasifnya. Kemudian untuk yang model di predikat itu kita bisa menemukan model, yaitu modelnya itu bisa berupa will, can, may, say, shall, could, would, should, might, dan lain sebagainya. You can use the following modal by verb base or verb 1. Jadi ini udah menjadi general ya, udah menjadi pengetahuan umum bahwa when you use model, you have to use verb base after the model. Jadi kalian itu menggunakan kata kerja dasar untuk setelah model. Jadi model plus verb 1. Itu untuk predikat, itu namanya juga predikat. Kemudian terdapat juga ditambahi dengan verb 3. Nah, untuk verb 3 tersebut jika kalimatnya itu adalah pasif. Di situ kan tapi sebelumnya itu ada be. After the model you can add be. Jadi setelah modelnya itu kalian bisa menggunakan be terus plus verb 3. It is sorry. Is my voice clear, guys?
Yes, your voice is clear, Miss.
Okay.
It is clear.
Okay, because
Clear.
there is one participant. Okay. Sastri. Okay, Miss Sastri. Can you hear my voice? Okay, so guys, can we continue today? Okay, we'll continue my explanation. Okay, so make the verb 3, you can add before verb 3 by be. Jadi jika itu di predikat menggunakan kata kerjanya bentuk ketik tetap akan model kan dengan be. Jadi setelah model itu be plus verb 3. Itu bentuk kalimat dari pasif. Oke. Verb itu verb 1 contohnya tuh ada yang di dalam slide ya. You can see by yourself on the slide. There is sing, know, knows, does, bring, and you, give, given, drunk, trying, looking, and giving. Okay. So please for the next slide. Yeah. Okay. Just now you have learned about the pattern for the basic pattern. So example of the basic pattern. Screen you there are example. Okay, there are any unique any different belum dipahami tersebut? Kira-kira sudah jelas atau belum?
Maybe just for extension. If we use just subject and verb, is it okay like that?
Yeah, is it okay? In common, we can also use for the pattern of the sentence only subject and verb. Okay. It's also okay for the English. Okay. Okay, good
Okay.
question.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So, can you see the screen? Yeah. Okay. For as you see on the screen, there are 4 sentences. So, is it okay, guys? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you have understood all for the example, right? And you can analyze the example, right? For the subject, predicate, and the object. Yeah. For number verb by be. Please, can I want to explain the subject and verb predicate number 4? And can okay.
The subject is the speech. And the predicate must be delivered.
Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you. And then anything else? Do you agree with the answer? Okay, to agree. Okay, good. So guys, we can continue our lesson today. If you are okay. Yeah. Okay, for number 4, yes, I agree with the answer of our friends. The speech is subject and must be delivered as the predicate, and then by Maudi as the object. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, for the next, please. The next slide. Okay, guys, for the next. Okay. Okay, guys, you can see on the screen. The next slide is about complex sentence pattern. Ya, jadi dalam bahasa Inggris maupun bahasa Indonesia itu sama ya. Ada complex sentence dan ada yang kalimat simple. As previous slide is about a simple sentence. Jadi struktur kalimat yang simple atau yang seperti umumnya. Dan yang sekarang itu terkait dengan complex sentence pattern. Nah, di sini itu ada subject plus predikat and then plus conjunction. You can also call the conjunction by the connectors. Jadi penghubungnya, kata penghubung. And then plus subject plus predikat. So there are two subject predicate in this complex sentence. Before conjunction or after the conjunction. For example, John knows that she will go. So, where is the conjunction? Anyone please can, yeah? Okay, good. Thank you guys. Okay, the conjunction is that, and then for the subject and predicate before the connector or the conjunction is John know. John as the subject and know as the predicate. Okay, so I think guys, you all understand about this material, and then please let me, yes, please let me, yeah, yeah, why? Okay, please for the, yeah.
Is this sentence right? I think we have to add S in the verb.
Wow, good. Yeah, for knows, right? Yeah, John knows that she will go. Okay, good. Thank you guys. Wow. Yeah, for after John. Why now is there is S because the subject John, right? Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, for the next material, please. Okay. Yeah, and then for the next material is about negative sentence pattern. Jadi sekarang yaitu untuk pola kalimat dari kalimat negatif. There is the subject plus auxiliary, note, and main verb or plus object. Jadi di sini bisa menambahkan objek atau tidak menambahkan objek juga tidak apa-apa. Contohnya, the example is John doesn't know. Okay. So, is it clear, students?
Yeah, clear me.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Let me continue our lesson today. Okay, please continue the slide. Okay, for the next is about a question sentence. Question sentence that answer yes or no question. There is auxiliary in the first before subject, and then there is also main verb or plus object. And then for the example, the does John know? Okay, so do you understand about this example, students?
Yes, I understand.
Yeah, clear me.
Okay, okay, I think all of you clear, right, for this material. Okay, so I can continue for the next. Okay, please. Okay, for the next is question sentence pattern. Yeah, this is about question word. Jadi ini terkait 5W plus 1H ya. Itu yang seperti when, why, where, who, plus auxiliary, plus subject, plus main verb, and plus object. For example, when does John know? Jadi ini untuk menggunakan pola kalimat yang menggunakan question word. WH question. WH question itu seperti yang 5W, 1H. Contohnya ada when does John know? So for the auxiliary, we must add before the subject. Okay? Do you understand, student, for this is?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, I think clear. Okay, guys, next, please. Okay, for the next is about common sentence pattern. Ini terkait dengan seperti kalimat perintah ya, kalimat perintah atau instruksi. Polanya adalah verb plus object. For example, open the door, close the door, and then drink the water or anything. Jadi di sini kalian bisa menggunakan kata kerja pertama di depan ya, di depan sebelum objek. Is it clear, students?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, good. And then please for the next. Okay. For the next material is about negative common sentence pattern. Nah, as previous slide is explained about the common sentence pattern, tapi dalam bentuk positif, sekarang yang bentuk negatifnya. Jadi kalimat yang perintah negatifnya. Itu kita tambahin aja not di setelah auxiliary. Oke, auxiliary-nya you can use do. Do not open the door or do not close the door or do not raise your hand or anything. Oke, sampai sini paham? Okay, guys. I think if you have any question, you can ask after the material finish. Okay, and then you can raise your hand. Okay.
Okay, Miss.
Okay, good. Okay, so for the next, please. Okay, guys. So there are the structure exercise. Ini ada contoh soal ya untuk dalam TOEFL sendiri. Itu ada nomor 1 dan 2. Okay, guys, can you help me to analyze the sentence or the sentence number 1 and number 2 first, and then please deliver your answer. Okay, I think, is it okay if I give 1 minute to you to answer this question first?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, you
Yes,
can
Miss.
see the screen. Okay, you can discuss with your friends here what's possible answer to the exercise number 1, number 2.
Number 1 is D, Miss.
The number 1 is
Yeah, is there Sastri or
D. Number 1 is D.
number 2 is D.
Yeah.
number 1 is
Number
D,
1
delta.
is
D,
D.
delta. Number
Okay,
2 is
delta. Number 2 is
B.
B, beta. Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, just now there is the answer who answer for delta for number 1. Can you explain why the answer is delta for number 1?
Okay. Number 1 is refrigeration is a noun or subject there, and
Yeah.
that we need to find what is it? To be.
Refrigeration is subject, and then
We need to find a to be or verb. Yeah, and then the option is just D.
Delta.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, anyone who can answer, or there is another answer for number 1?
Ma'am, me, Miss.
Okay. Okay, Siti Nur Aisyah Mansur.
Okay, thank you, Miss. I
Yeah.
think this is the active sentence. So
Yeah.
we need verb 1 here without to be.
Okay, so
My
the
answer
answer
is bravo. Refrigeration
okay.
prevents food spoilage by keeping temperatures near or below freezing.
Okay. Can you guys analyze refrigeration as what? As the stage as subject or anything? Can you analyze the sentence? Bisa analisis
Refrigeration is a subject.
Yes.
And we need a verb here or predicates. And
Yeah.
food spoilage is a noun. By keeping temperatures is what is adverb of adverb of where no please keterangan apa ini
Manner.
Yeah, wait.
Cara. Yeah. So guys, do you agree for the answer? Is it delta or is it bravo?
I think it's
Bravo.
Bravo. Okay.
Bravo.
Okay. Yeah. So guys, your answer is bravo, right? Okay.
Okay, Miss. Okay.
Okay. The answer is yeah. That is bravo. For number 1, the answer is bravo. Thank you, guys. Okay. So the the analysis for number 1 is it has been explained by who's just now Siti Nur Aisyah Mansur. Yeah, that's good. The analysis as Siti Nur Aisyah explained previously. Oke, tadi udah dijelaskan ya oleh kalian semua. Jawabannya jadi rata-rata juga ada yang jawab prevents dan ada yang jawab delta is prevented from. Dan tadi I agree with the analysis about refrigeration as the subject, and then we look for the verb or the predicate in the blank Oke, jadi tadi kalau yang untuk kalimat seperti ini atau untuk yang pertanyaan structure, tipsnya adalah kalian itu bisa di sini berarti kan kalian mencari yang benar ya. Terus kalian juga bisa identifikasi dari jawabannya. Dari jawabannya kalian bisa mengeliminasi, kalian bisa mengeliminasi contohnya untuk jawaban A and the previous of. Kira-kira ini benar nggak ya gitu. And the previous of. Terus di kalimat pertama ini predikatnya mana gitu, verbnya mana. Kalau and the previous of berarti kan ini masih bentuk dari untuk yang subjek ya. Ini seperti ini tuh seperti noun phrase gitu. Nah, jadi terus kita juga bisa menganalisis di sini juga ada refrigeration, itu juga bisa sebagai subjek. Terus ini yang akan udah dicoret. Nah, ini ada food spoilage. Food spoilage di sini dia itu bisa dikatakan sebagai objek. Iya betul, objek. Nah, terus by keeping temperatures itu bisa juga adverb of manner. Keterangan caranya dengan menjaga temperaturnya lebih dekat dengan si freezing. Oke. Untuk yang jawaban B, prevents, itu ada S, itu udah betul karena subjeknya refrigeration. Oke. So, untuk preventing that kan ini dia ada preventing terus ada ing sama that ya. Ini kurang tepat juga dan delta. Tadi ada yang jawab delta is prevented from, kira-kira kenapa? Is it because of passive or ya? Oke, berarti karena dikira pasif ya, dikira kalimat pasif untuk number one. Oke, jadi untuk yang number one itu active sentence. Kenapa ini tidak? Refrigeration is prevented from food spillage by keeping temperature. Kalau mau dipasifkan, ini bisa jadi refrigeration is prevented by gitu. Is prevented by apa kayak gitu. Oke. Okay, guys. So for number 2, have you found the answer for number 2?
Bravo.
B.
Bravo.
Yes.
Okay. So guys, there is another answer for number 2. Maybe different answer for beta.
I think the
Beta
best
or bravo? Okay, bravo also. Okay. So why guys you answer the number 2 by bravo?
because this sentence has the missing verb.
Has the
missing verb. The subject is plural.
the subject is plural. Then
It needs verb.
it needs verb. Yeah.
Subject for plural. It needs verb. Past purpose.
Okay. So where is the subject here?
Subject
Okay.
Citizen.
In a simple. Okay, and then for the blank is
verb.
we need verb.
Predicate.
Predicate, yeah. We need predicate. Okay. So guys, for models building competence.
Object or
Object.
Yeah. Okay, good. So the possible answer is bravo, have proposed, because untuk yang A, C, D itu kurang tepatnya kira-kira bagaimana?
Proposing we need
to be.
Ya,
Proposing is
propose.
kalau
Hmm.
ini preposition no. Ini noun.
Iya.
Terus proposal juga noun.
Ah, yeah, that's good. Thank you, guys. Okay, so please for the next example, the next exercise. Okay, guys, you can discuss first for the question number 3 and number 4. You can discuss with your friends to look for answer.
Answer is D.
I think number 3
I think the answer is D.
Delta.
Number 3 delta. Number 3 delta. Number 4. Number 4 bravo.
I think number 4 is bravo.
Number 4 is bravo because
Okay.
Number
Okay, guys.
3, I agree, is delta, and for number 4 is bravo.
Okay. So for number 3, is there a different answer?
no,
No?
no.
Your answer are same? Are same with your friends here?
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Okay.
They refers
Number 3, B.
to reporters.
Okay, number 3 is delta. Okay, guys, please, can you help me to analyze why the answer is delta? Okay, please, anyone who wants to analyze, please raise your hand. Okay, Siti Nur Mansur and Pedro Chaniago. Okay.
Pedro first.
Okay, Pedro. Okay, Pedro, please.
Okay. Because they refers to reporters, and
Yeah.
the blank point need subject and predicate to complete the sentence, because the clause after the comma is
Yeah.
dependent clause, but it needs subject and predicates also.
Okay, that's good, Pedro. Thank you. Yeah, just now Pedro said that in the sentence we need the dependent clause for the sentence, and then as we know, for the first there is well reporter listen to communication, and there is the blank space, and then the speaker is making. Okay, that is the Pedro's answer. So please, just know there is one person who, there are two more. Okay, there are Siti Nur Mansur and then Sastri. Okay, guys, can you also explain why the answer is delta? Are your answers same with Pedro or what? Okay, please, Siti Nurma, no, Sastri first. Sastri.
Okay. I agree with the Pedro explanation because we need subject and predicate here. So the possible answer is between Charlie or Delta. So because of the subject, because the subject here is reporters, so the best answer is the Delta, I think. They
Yeah, because the reporters are
are the subject.
iya, the subjeknya itu lebih dari satu ya. Itu ada S ya, banyak. Oke, so okay, good. Thank you, Siti Nur Aisyah Mansur for your answer. Okay, good. So Sastri, please explain what's your reason why you choose Delta?
Delta because it has two clauses.
Yeah.
It has connector to reporter listen to communication, reporter as subject, it needs kayak possessive means kata ganti dari reporter to they evaluate the point the speaker is making because it connects to clause, it needs subject and verb.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you, Safri, Pedro, and Siti Nur Aisyah Mansur. Okay, guys, I agree with your answer and with your reason why the number 3 is delta, because this is, as we see for the sentence, while reporters listen to communication, this is there is connector or conjunction. Jadi ini termasuknya kalimat apa ya? Tadi sudah dijelaskan juga ya. Termasuknya kalimat kompleks. Oke, ini ya, ini ada while. While itu dia masuknya ke conjunction. Conjunction or report atau connectors. Oke, while reporters listen to communication. Nah, di sini kita sudah nemu ya untuk subjeknya, subjek dari kalimat yang pertama ini ada reporters, dan reportersnya itu ada S. Kemudian kita tarik lagi, lihat juga di situ ada listen. Nah, listen ini juga kata kerja, berarti listennya adalah predicate. So the reporters is subject, dan subjeknya itu ada S-nya, berarti dia banyak. So for the blank space, so we need the subject that refers to the reporters. Jadi kita membutuhkan subjek. Nah, di sini sebelum ada blank itu kan ada the speaker is making. The speaker is making itu dia kan objek ya. Jadi di sini kita membutuhkan subjek dan predikat. Yang hilang itu subjek dan predikat. So, yes, the answer is delta. They evaluate. They-nya itu merujuk kepada si reporters. Oke, guys, thank you. So, and then please number 4. Again, bravo.
Bravo.
Yes, B, Miss.
Yeah, why? The answer is bravo.
Because it need to be reported.
Yes,
Because
what is
why the company have to.
Yeah. Okay. Why? Blah, blah, blah. Because?
interrogative sentence?
Because this is interrogative sentence in
We need auxiliary,
yeah.
subject, and also what is have to sell. This
Okay.
this is modal auxiliary. Have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anyone different answer or different reason for this sentence? Okay, Pedro, please. Can you analyze why the answer? Okay, Pedro, please. What's your answer? And then please also explain for the explanation.
Okay. My answer is B.
Yeah.
And then because the question is stand for verbal sentence, so we need to add do
Yeah.
for after the question mark, after the
Okay.
question word.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So can you translate what the meaning for number 4?
Okay, the translate is kenapa perusahaan harus menjual produk? Produk konsumen.
Yeah.
Kenapa perusahaan harus menjual produk konsumen? I need to analyze it.
Yeah.
Kenapa perusahaan harus menjual produk yang konsumen ingin dalam rangka memperoleh keuntungan?
Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so guys, anyone do you agree for the answer is bravo or there is another answer?
Yeah, totally agree. Bravo.
Okay, bravo. You guys, all of you totally agree for the answer is bravo. Okay, yeah. Just know the reason why the answer is
Sastri is what is it? Raising her hand, I
yeah.
think.
Okay, Sastri, please.
When the insert
Mhm.
subject and verb after question word why, it needs to be inferred. First, they can introduce question, subject, and verb.
Yeah.
Why do companies have? It needs to be inferred. To be question. Kenapa companies have? Why do companies have? It needs auxiliary too. Right? Is it correct?
Sastri, I don't think that your voice is clear from my side. I don't know from others, but I think it's like so less clear. So can you repeat what you say by putting your microphones closer, Sastri? Yeah.
Is it clear right now? Is it clear?
Yeah,
Uh,
when you say it is clear, is it clear? Yes, it is clear. But can you speak louder or maybe get your microphones closer?
Sorry, because actually it is on my house. It is clear right now.
Yeah. Okay, you can try again.
The reason why the answer is B because when there is some confusion, like there is uh question word five, uh it when you insert subject and verb after question word five, it makes this word need to be in verb because it introduces question. Why do companies have to sell to their consumers? Is it correct? Is it
uh,
correct?
yeah, sure, this is correct. Your reason also correct for the answer for Bravo. Yeah, thank you, Sastri. Okay, guys, thank you, Jasno Pedro, Siti Nur Aisyah, Sastri. Your reason are good very well. And then, yeah, I totally agree for the answer is Bravo, do companies have, because this is the interrogative sentence and we use WH question word or question word. So after question word, we also have to use for auxiliary first. Oke. Dan di sini jawabannya itu yang paling kelihatan setelah Y itu adalah auxiliary, itu yang paling kelihatan B. Ya kan? Jadi di sini untuk kalimat A, C, dan D itu sudah jelas salah karena after Y we use auxiliary first before the subject. Okay, guys. So the answer is correct and your reason also. Okay. The next, please.
Number three.
Okay. Okay, this is the exercise example for written expression that we usually find in the tuple, structure, and written expression. Okay, guys, you can analyze first what the possible answer for this one. Okay, you can discuss with your friend also. Okay, I give you 1 minute.
The answer is B.
What? Pardon me?
I think the answer is B.
Bravo. Bravo
Yeah.
or Delta? Oh, Bravo.
Bravo.
But I have different answer. The
Okay,
answer
is there? Yeah. Yeah.
the
Sastri, please. You have different answer from Pedro. Okay.
because subject is title.
Sorry,
The-
Sastri. I can't hear your voice clearly. Can you repeat, please?
Because it is clear right now. Is it clear?
Yes, yes, is it clear? What's your answer, please? Can you repeat?
Correct answer is C. Because the title represents the plural subject. Plural
Ah,
subject. And
okay.
I think the correct word is group animal. It should be replaced by group animals. Group animals.
Group
It should
animals.
be group animals.
Okay,
Because,
so,
because the subject is turtle. The incorrect answer is group animal. It should be replaced by group animals. Thank
ah,
you.
Okay, good. Thank you, Sastri. And then please, Pedro, just now you said the answer is bravo. Why your answer is bravo?
I think the placement of among is incorrect
Yeah.
because I think I never seen the placement of among such like this. So I think it's not incorrect.
So when you answer the bravo is incorrect, so what's possible answer to be in bravo? Tadi
I think
among itu katanya salah kan? Jadi kira-kira untuk menggantikan among itu apa?
oh itu harus digantikan atau boleh dieliminasi aja?
Iya, jawabannya bisa dieliminasi atau bisa diganti. What's your reason? It's your opinion.
I think we need to just eliminate it, and then the sentence might hear more acceptable.
Okay. Okay, I keep your answer first and Sastri answered also. Oh, there are three students that raise the hand. There are Ayu Lestari, Siti Nurmaisa, and Miftahul. Okay, guys, I would like to call Miftahul. Yeah, Miftahul, please.
Maybe I just what give feedback to the last answer. I think if among is deleted from the sentence, the sentence will be weird. Why? Because the sentence will be turtles were the first group animal to migrate between the sea. I think among became among can be exchanged by between maybe but in my opinion the answer is C, group of animal, because I think the group animal, the order sentence is animal group, maybe because in Indonesia is sebuah grup dari binatang. Usually the order is animal first, noun, and then a group, animal group or a group of animal. Maybe if the turtles were, so animal can use be at in S, a group of animals or animals group like that. In my opinion, I'm sorry before. Thank you.
Okay,
Pardon.
thank you, Miss Tahul. Okay, I keep your answer also. So your opinion also same with Sastri, right? So and then please, Ayu Lestari. Yeah.
My answer is the same. It is C. My reason is because the correct phrase is group of animals, because turtles were among the first group the first group of animals. It means that there were several other species of animals, so it should be group of animals.
Okay, so
Thank you.
the answer is should be animals, group animals.
Group
Charlie.
of animals.
Group of animals.
Yes.
Or group animals.
Group of animals.
Oh, there is
Of. There is an of. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ayu Lestari. So, please, Siti Nurmaisa Mansur, please, can you give the answer or the reason?
Okay, we have a great explanation before from Miftahul and Ayu Lestari, I do agree with your explanation because here we need a noun phrase. Phrase group of animals because noun ketemu noun harusnya ya ada of di antaranya. Kalaupun kita menggunakan phrase noun seperti reading book, ada gerund yang ya ada gerund ya untuk membentuk noun phrase gitu. Misalnya reading book, interesting book seperti itu. Nah, di sini kan hanya ada grup animals. Jadi kelihatan janggal ya. Jadi di sini butuh preposisi of. Kemudian di sini harusnya di animal itu ditambahkan dijadikan plural. Karena ini berhubung ke turtles-nya ini tadi. Group of animals. Nah, itu sih pendapat saya, Mas.
Oke. Jadi ini untuk jawabannya Ayu ya. Siti Nur Aisyah Mansur. Sorry. Siti Nur Aisyah Mansur. Jawabannya itu sama dengan what is that? Just it should be, the answer should be
Animals.
group animals.
Group of
Any
animals.
group of animals.
Yeah. So I think it would be acceptable. The sentence.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else? Okay, that's good. So, Waldiansyah. Sorry, Waldiansyah.
Yes.
Waldiansyah, please.
Yes, Miss. Does my voice is clear, guys?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. I'm a little bit confused about these questions, Miss. Before, if we're facing this question, what we're gonna do is replacing the word into the correct word, or we need to remove the word, making the whole sentences correct. What we're gonna do to replace or remove? I'm a little bit confused about these questions.
Okay, thank you, Waldiansyah. Okay, guys, is there anyone can answer or can give the opinion about Waldiansyah's concern? Okay, guys, can you help me? Is there anyone help me to give the opinion? Okay. Okay, good. Siti Nur Aisyah Mansur. What should I call you? Aisyah or Siti? Aisyah. Okay, Aisyah, please.
May I explain Indonesia?
Sure.
Sejauh ini selama saya mengerjakan yang seperti ini, dia bisa dihilangkan kemudian ditambah. Tapi karena ini kan rata-rata kalau untuk soal TOEFL itu kan pilihan ganda ya. Jadi kita tinggal memilih opsinya saja, A, B, C, dan D. Nah, karena sekarang kita dalam tahap latihan, maka dari itu kita mencari yang mana yang harusnya yang benarnya di situ ya. Jadi kita analisa baik-baik ini seharusnya di sini group of animal seperti itu. Tapi kalau dalam soal TOEFL jarangnya kita harus disuruh menjelaskan lagi kenapa C-nya itu salah. Paling juga memilih opsi saja A, B, C atau D. Cuma karena sekarang kita latihan, maka dari itu kita analisa kenapa C itu salah, kenapa A itu salah seperti itu.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you, Aisyah. Oke, ada pendapat lain? Kira-kira ada pendapat lain? Selain dari Siti Nur Aisyah? Ya, Okay, good. I think it is clear enough. Yeah, I agree also with Aisyah's explanation. Jadi untuk soal seperti ini, written expression itu usually we can reduce or we can remove or we can change the possibility answer. Oke, jadi untuk yang written expression ini ya guys, ketika kita di pilihan ganda untuk yang soal structure, kita mencari jawaban yang benar. Tetapi untuk yang written expression, kita mencari jawaban yang salah. Jadi di kalimat ini kita cari error, yang kalimat atau kata yang error dalam kalimat tersebut itu yang mana. Dan kalaupun kita yakin dengan jawaban itu, pastikan ketika kita memilih suatu jawaban itu, pasti kita telah menelaahnya dan kita juga pasti mempunyai jawaban untuk dari jawaban tersebut kan. Nah, oke, sekarang kita analisis bareng lagi ya. Tadi ada yang pendapatnya Bravo, ada yang Charlie, dan kebanyakan itu guys you answer Charlie. Oke. Nah, dari sini Miss mau kasih tips untuk mengerjakan written expression. Yang pertama adalah kalian bisa mencari verb atau auxiliary yang digaris bawahi. Nah, di sini ada auxiliary atau verb yang digaris bawahi tidak? Ada ya? Oke. Itu ada apa kira-kira?
Were.
Ya,
Word. Ya, that's good.
Where
Itu ada word. Nah, di word ini terus kita sudah menemukan nih auxiliary-nya. Auxiliary yang garis bawahi itu ada were. Terus lalu kita langsung ke tips selanjutnya yaitu sesuaikan. Sesuaikan dari yang digaris bawahi tersebut, sesuaikan dengan subjeknya. Kira-kira subjeknya betul nggak kalau misalkan dipasangkan dengan were. Nah, di subjeknya itu kan pasti di yang pertama. Subjeknya itu turtles dan turtles itu tidak ada underline atau tidak ada kata di garis bawah. Jadi itu kan sudah dipastikan benar ya. Sudah dipastikan itu adalah pilihan udah benar kayak gitu. Jadi tidak bisa diotak-atik. Nah, di situ ada turtles dan di situ ada auxiliary-nya were yang di garis bawahi. Nah, itu kira-kira udah betul kan? Ini udah betul belum?
Miss.
Oke, betul. Subjeknya itu plural ya, turtles, ada banyak. Oke, selanjutnya itu ada among. Among the first group animal to migrate back to the sea. Nah, among. Di sini tadi ada yang jawab among, terus juga ada yang sudah menganalisis kenapa jika amongnya di reduce atau di remove, maka akan kalimatnya tuh kayak aneh gitu ya. Di sini ada among, ada the first group animal. Nah, among the first group animal. Jadi, the first group animal itu kan kira-kira banyak tidak? Grup.
Banyak.
Banyak. Banyak itu. Terus itu ada among. Among itu artinya kira-kira apa ya?
Di antara.
di antara.
Di antara. Nah, di antara itu biasanya dia untuk to answer or untuk yang di antara untuk yang banyak atau yang di antara dua. Kalau mau
Di antara banyak.
Antara sekelompok itu terkait.
Iya, betul sekali. Ya, jadi untuk among itu diikuti pasti untuk yang banyak ya. Jadi bukan among you and I gitu, antara kamu dan saya. Itu seharusnya between you and I. Nah, di sini kan ada among the first group animal. Berarti si among ini sudah pasti benar. Dan selanjutnya dan yang jawaban di back to the sea. The sea itu udah betul atau salah? Betul ya?
Betul.
Ya, good. Ini udah betul karena ini udah apa sih suatu general word, kata yang udah umum ya, the sea. The sea itu hanya ada satu. Jadi dia pakai the sea. Ini udah betul. Dan benar sekali. The possible answer is Charlie. Charlie is incorrect because this is animal tadi ada yang jawab C, what ada yang dijawab tambahan S. Ya, benar ya. Ini karena merujuk ke si subjeknya itu plural, turtles. Turtles ini udah betul. Animals-nya ada S. Tadi ada yang jawab group of animal. The first group of animal. Itu juga bisa ya, itu betul. The group of animals. Tapi animals-nya itu ditambahin S. Oke. Good. Thank you guys. Oke, oke, please for the next question.
Miss, kalau misalnya grup animals gitu, grup animals aja itu gimana?
Kenapa?
Kalau misalnya cuma grup animals itu salah apa gimana?
The first group animals. The first group animals itu juga betul. Jadi kita bisa menggunakan group of animals, bisa juga group animals.
Gitu. Terima kasih.
Oke, jawabannya sama-sama Charlie. Oke, next for the next question is, please. Ya. Sorry, I like to. Okay, please for the next slide. Okay, for the next slide there is, please, can you answer? What's possible answer? You can read the sentence first.
I think the answer is C, Miss.
Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie. It
Yeah.
should be have been.
Sorry. It should be
Have been because advances, what is the great digital advances? Yeah.
Good.
No.
Good. So there is another answer, guys. Is there
The same question, the same answer.
answer? Okay, guys.
The subject is the great digital advance.
Good. So guys,
Yeah.
all of you agree the answer is Charlie?
Yes.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, so just now you also have explained the reason, right? The reason is because the subject is the great digital advances. Iya, betul sekali. Oke, thank you guys. Jadi di sini itu kan ada the great digital advances of the electronic age such as integrated circuitry and a microcomputer has been planted in tiny chips. Oke, di sini dia ada preposition of ya. Di sini ada preposition of. Jadi kalian kalau misalkan pengen mengetahui subjeknya yang mana, kalian lihat ke belakang sebelum dari of. Itu ada the great digital advances dan itu sudah dipastikan subjeknya. Dan di situ ada S. Ada S advances, itu dia merujuknya banyak ya. Dan ini untuk predikatnya atau verbnya berarti harus diganti menjadi have untuk yang has been-nya. Di sini subjeknya dari the great digital until a microcomputer. Oke, good. Thank you guys. Di sini yang D udah betul ya. Planted karena sebelumnya ada been verb 3. Oke, good. For the next question, please.
Miss,
Ya.
itu apa artinya?
Circuitry itu apa? Coba kira-kira. Yang lain, circuitry kira-kira apa? Coba diartikan.
Circuit.
Sirkuit. Good. Thank you, sirkuit. Okay, guys. Okay, so guys, until now, there is any question? ada pertanyaan nggak kira-kira tentang baik tentang pembelajaran tadi atau juga kalian misalkan bisa bercerita kalian pernah mengikuti tes TOEFL tidak?
Pernah, Miss.
Pernah.
Iya.
When Aisyah?
Kalau saya itu akhir tahun lalu ya di kampus ini, tapi yang ini aja yang hanya sertifikatnya berlaku 6 bulan.
Prediction, TOEFL prediction.
Iya, TOEFL prediction.
Oh, oke.
Pernah sih ikut yang di online yang kayak yang di English apa sih gitu yang biasa di online. Lupa.
Yang
Iya, tadi saya ingin bertanya, Miss, tentang
iya.
materi sebelumnya, tadi tentang itu passive voice. Nah,
iya.
kan ada yang bilang bahwa subjeknya itu adalah the speech. Tadi kan the speech must be delivered by Maudi. Nah, mana yang sebenarnya subjeknya, the speech atau Maudi? Karena di situ harusnya dia active sentence kan berarti Maudi yang sebagai subjeknya. Nah, ketika dia menjadi passive voice, apakah dia disebut subjek atau apa ya?
Oke, good question, Aisyah. Oke, thank you. Ya, tadi kan ada kalimat the speech must be delivered by Maudi. Oke, biasanya itu kan kalimat pasif ya. Ketika kalimat pasif tersebut, ketika kalimat aktif tersebut sudah menjadi pasif, otomatis subjeknya pun berubah. Jadi untuk yang kalimat aktifnya coba, Aisyah, can you make the active sentence dari kalimat
Yes. Maudi delivered the speech. Maudi must deliver the speech.
Good. Ya, Maudi must deliver the speech. Ya, bagus sekali. Itu untuk kalimat aktifnya. Jadi untuk yang pasif, ketika itu kan objeknya dibalikan. Kalau yang kalimat pasif, objeknya itu diganti ke yang pertama, menjadi subjek. Nah, otomatis untuk menganalisisnya pun, untuk kalimat pasif berarti subjeknya itu menjadi the speech. The speech must be delivered by Maudi. Jadi berubah gitu. Oke, is it clear, Aisyah?
Yes, clear. Thank you, Miss.
Oke, ada pertanyaan lain nggak, guys?
May I ask, Miss?
Izin bertanya, Miss.
Ya. Whose voice just now? Whose voice? Yeah.
It's me, Carolina.
Carolina.
Actually, I'm still confused about question sentence.
Iya.
Tadi kan kalau bikin kalimat question itu kan pakai auxiliary ya, Miss. Biasanya pakai 5W tambah 1H terus auxiliary.
Iya.
Terus ada nggak sih dalam UH? Dan kayaknya aku juga
Can you repeat please?
Dengar gitu kalau pertanyaan dalam bahasa Inggris itu pakai 5W tambah 1. Kenapa, Miss?
Iya, can you repeat please? Kenapa bahasa Inggris?
Mau nanya soal question word.
Iya.
Kan kalau mau pakai question word, kita harus nambahin auxiliary kan. Nah, yang sama ini aku dengar itu emang ada nggak sih kalau pertanyaan nggak pakai auxiliary tapi pakai question words kayak yang aku dengar sih kayak who knows, who say itu nggak pakai auxiliary. Apa itu benar apa salah?
Who knows? Jadi siapa yang tahu? Itu juga bisa betul ya, who knows. Itu tergantung kalimatnya juga. Iya. Itu merujuknya nggak ada subjeknya kan?
Nggak apa-apa ya kalau misalnya kita pakai question.
Iya, itu kan who knows. Siapa yang tahu gitu. Itu kan berarti belum diketahui subjeknya. Untuk materi tersebut itu bisa lebih lanjut itu masuk ke materi yang untuk yang adjective clause atau relative pronoun itu ada untuk materi yang tersebut. Oke. Nanti akan dijelaskan lebih lanjut ke material tersebut ya. Oke, guys, berhubung sekarang udah mau jam 10:30 ya, kan kelas kita sampai jam 10:30. I think before we close our lesson today, I would like to say very, very thank you guys for your participation, for your active, and also give many experience and many knowledge from you all, and we can study together. And I also study from you. I also study from your speech. Also, your opinion and your idea is good and it's great. And I'm very amazed with your speaking, because my speaking is also still what's that? Still maybe still low, and maybe still better. Yeah. Okay, guys. Before we close our lesson today, you can see the slide. There is the WhatsApp number and my email. You can ask anything, and please don't hesitate to contact me. Okay, guys. So before we close, can I take some picture, guys? Please, would you like to?
Yes, and everyone, please turn on your camera.
Yeah.
Turn on camera.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Oh, we will be having 2 slides. First, 1, 2, 3. Okay, wait a second. Now slide number 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, done.
Okay.
Thank you everyone for joining today. If you have any more questions about today's meeting, you could ask Miss Faiza. And if you have any questions about the program, you could contact me. Okay. My number is in the group. Di sini ada yang belum join group mungkin. Maybe you can personal chat me so that I can invite you to the group. Gak ada ya? Insya aman. Okay, see you in the next meeting then. Bye. Good night.
Bye. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.